Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where I talk about all things Pokémon. Today, I'm going to show you how to rematch the 8 gym leaders in Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and give you some tips and tricks on how to beat them. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you enjoy this video, please leave a like and a comment below. I really appreciate your support. After completion of the Pokémon League and receive the National Pokédex, Rourke will come to you to congratulate you and say the gym leaders are ready for a new challenge. Now, you can return to the gyms and battle the gym leaders again and come back to them each day for another battle. If you complete the National Dex before becoming champion, you first need to enter and exit Professor Rowan's lab to trigger the interaction between you and Rourke once you have become champion. You will not be able to rematch the gym leaders until you have had the interaction. Players can rematch every gym leader in Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Gym leaders are used as a benchmark to test how far the player has come with training their Pokémon. After collecting the 8 badges in the region, players can face off against the Elite Four and battle the champion for ultimate bragging rights. However, since players face off against the gym leaders throughout the game, many of them might be too easy for the player during their initial battle. Fortunately, Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl allows players to do rematches against the gym leaders. Only this time, they'll have a much stronger team. This time, their teams are a much higher level, fully IV'd and EV-trained to provide a high challenge, with many competitive strategies behind them. Gym 1, Orberg City, Rourke. Rourke used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Tyranitar, Aerodactyl, Armaldo, Probopass, Relicanth, Rampardos that level 64-72. Key strategies for the Rourke rematch. Since Rourke is the first gym leader of the region, his rematch team is significantly stronger than your last battle with him. However, his rematch team is especially weak to fighting-type moves, so it is best to have one on your team when facing him the second time. Make sure to watch out for his Armaldo and Probopass as they carry moves that are not typical for rock-type Pokémon such as X-Scissor for grass types and Discharge for water types. Gym 2, Eterna City, Gardenia. Gardenia used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Jumpluff, Sunflora, Cherrim, Breloom, Torterra, Roserade. Tips to beat Gardenia's rematch team. Gardenia's team is especially weak to fire and flying-type moves and is easy to take out with a handful of Pokémon of either of these two types. The Sunny Day strategy that Gardenia uses often fails on her since it also powers up any fire-type moves you use. The only real threat is her Torterra and Breloom, since Torterra can one-shot a dual-type like Charizard with a single Stone Edge. Meanwhile, Breloom can slowly whittle down your health with Leech Seed, while keeping up its own health with Toxic Orb and Poison Heal. Gym 3, Veilstone City, Maylene. Maylene used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Hitmontop, Breloom, Heracross, Infernape, Medicham, Lucario. Tips to beat Maylene's rematch team. Though Gardenia's team is especially weak against flying-type Pokémon, most of her team will have strong rock or electric-type coverage moves to deal with them. If you decide to bring flying-type Pokémon into battle, make sure they have high enough speed to quickly take her Pokémon down. A ground-type Pokémon is also a great choice to bring to the rematch since it can help deal with Pokémon like Medicham, Infernape, and Lucario. Gym 4, Pastoria City, Crasher Wake. Wake used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Politoed, Kingdra, Ludicolo, Huntai, Gyarados, Floatzel. Tips to beat Crasher Wake's rematch team. To defeat Crasher Wake, it is best to stick with electric-type Pokémon since most of his team will have Ice-type coverage moves to use against grass types. However, you can also use a grass-type Pokémon that cancels out its Ice-type weakness, such as Abomasnow. Gyarados is the Pokémon to look out for since it has the move Earthquake, which can take out any electric type in one hit. It also has a Whack and Berry, which allows it to resist a single electric-type move. Gym 5, Hearthome City, Fantina. Fantina used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Drifblim, Banette, Dusknoir, Mismagius, Frostlass, Jengar. Tips to beat Fantina's rematch team. Though Fantina is a Ghost-type gym leader, Fire-type Pokémon are actually a great counter against her team as they are immune to the move Will-O-Wisp and resist many of Mismagius and Frostlass moves. However, it is still best to get fire types that have dark or ghost-type moves to inflict super effective damage. A Pokémon with the Levitate ability is also great for dealing with Dusknoir, and a poison type is also a good idea. Gym 6, Canalave City, Byron. Byron used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Skarmory, Steelix, Magnezone, Empoleon, Aggron, Bastiodon. Tips to beat Byron's rematch team. Byron can easily be beaten with a good fighting and fire-type Pokémon combo like Lucario and Charizard. It is also important to bring a Pokémon that is immune or resistant to ground-type moves to deal with Steelix's Earthquake. We also recommend bringing a Pokémon that is heavily resistant to rock-type moves to deal with Aggron, and to take minimal damage from Stealth Rock each time it is switched in. Gym 7, Snowpoint City, Candace. Candace used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Abomasnow, Jinx, Mamoswine, Frolass, Glaceon, Weavile. Tips to beat Candace's Rematch team. You can defeat Candace with a similar team you used for Byron since both of their Pokémon are weak to fire and fighting-type moves. However, it is also best to bring a water or fighting-type Pokémon that can deal with Mamoswine without taking any super effective damage. It is also important to watch out for Abomasnow's Snow Warning, which causes a hailstorm when it enters the field, and Blizzard, which is a powerful ice-type move that always hits in hail. Gym 8, Sunnashore City, Volkner. Volkner used Pokémon that level 64 to 72, Pelipper, Raichu, Luxray, Lantern, Jolteon, Electivire. Tips to beat Volkner's Rematch team. Though ground-type Pokémon are the obvious choice to use against the electric-type gym leader, keep in mind that Volkner's Pokémon have water and ice-type coverage moves to use against ground-type Pokémon. A great counter for this is to use Gastrodon since it cancels out those weaknesses with its water typing. If you have a Gastrodon with the ability Storm Drain, you can also use Volker's water-type moves against him by increasing the special attack of your Pokémon. Take note that you can battle all of the gym leaders in a single day in case you want to raise the level of some of your Pokémon. After defeating them, you need to wait for the day to pass to challenge them again. Trainers might need to grind to reach higher levels to defeat gym leaders in a rematch. Fortunately, there are a few different ways to level up fast in Pokémon BDSP. Upon defeating each gym leader, players will be rewarded with a new Pokeball customization item. These can be used to continue to customize the look of the Pokeball capsules. It's worthy to point out that these rematch battles are optional and are there to test the trainer's skills. Each Pokémon on these new teams will feature a Pokémon holding an item. These can change the tide of battle and make it much more difficult for trainers to overcome. Not only that, but each Pokémon has proper EVs and IVs, which make these Pokémon stats even stronger than before. Each Pokémon also has a competitively viable moveset, meaning these are the kind of strategies human players would use to win the Pokémon World Championship series. Overall, they are some of the toughest battles in the game. Thank you for watching until the end of this Pokémon BDSP video. See you again next time. Bye.